The Behar blame game. Welcome back to American Agenda. It is time now for The Other View. I love to play with The View, hence the title of The Other View. Well, The View host, Joy Behar, she's at it again, reacting in disbelief to former President Trump's big win in yesterday's Iowa caucuses. Listen.
They voted for a guy who today had to come to New York to show up in court in a case against a woman that a federal judge has already said he raped. That is who you voted for.
Yeah.
You voted for someone who has lost so many times now that this applies to him. Let's see what else. You voted for a guy who said, come, risk your lives for the Grand Wizard. Come in the snow and the sleet, because I am more important than your life.
And for the record, former President Trump was not convicted of rape. Let's just fact check here. I don't know. She sounds a little cranky. I guess that is kind of like her brand, right? But joining me now to discuss the words themselves is political analyst and country music artist Alexis Wilkins and Project 21 member, political activist Whitley Yates. All right, I'm going to start with you, Alexis. It's no surprise we know that so many, or the majority of the hosts on The View are extraordinarily liberal. But listening to Joy's comments, I couldn't help but thinking President Trump can take her attacks, but she's actually attacking and insulting the voters.
She is. She absolutely is. And I'm so glad that she's definitely looking down and having to check her papers a lot for them, because I think they're appearing out of nowhere. You know, I can see that she's a bit disgruntled. I know that this is a trend on The View for them to lead off a little bit upset when we see Trump victories, even though they tout that he's losing. He's clearly not. And I do think it's offensive to the voters of Iowa. You know, it's the Midwest. These are tough people anyway. I really like Iowa. And everyone is acting like they have no idea how to make it out into the snow, as if they've never dealt with temperatures. I understand that these were very cold temperatures, but he's not asking people to risk their lives for votes. You know, this is the way that Iowa caucus has worked. And I'm not sure why she's acting like this is a new concept, or as if other candidates aren't doing the exact same thing when they caucus.
I mean, we see, especially on The View, that if President Trump has done anything, well, there's going to be a way to blame him for whatever it was, even if it's doesn't need to be a blame game here. But speaking of The View, Joy Behar was not alone. Check this out, Whitley. MSNBC would not air former President Trump's victory speech last night. Here's why.
There is a cost to us as a news organization of knowingly broadcasting untrue things. That is a fundamental truth of our business and who we are. And so his remarks tonight will not air here live. We will monitor them and let you know about any news that he makes.
Wow. She said it's not out of spite. I think it's kind of interesting there, considering the fact that MSNBC and their journalists clearly know better than their viewers do. So they want to protect their viewers. Now, if that doesn't sound like state-run media, Whitley, I don't know what does.
It's so crazy. You've got Joy, who profusely pushes hate, and now you have MSNBC stating that they're not going to air it because it's going to be untrue. How do they know what he's going to say in his accepted speech? The truth of the matter is mainstream media is in a tizzy, and the reason why is because President Trump is resonating with people all around this country. They are showing up in freezing temperatures to make sure that he is the presumptive nominee on the Republican side, and they are so upset with this that they're doing everything within their power, whether that be 91 indictments or the media not allowing him to have any more face time, to reduce this message and to reduce the voters' true wants. They don't want to highlight it. They don't want to magnify what's really happening.
Yeah, very good point. We actually did have a soundbite from Joy Reid, who you mentioned, Whitley. We are out of time, but basically she was accusing the former President Trump's voters and fans of being racist. So we're going to leave it there, but that clip is out there. You can find it. Alexis Wilkins, Whitley Yates, thanks for joining me on The Other View. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thanks.